folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated. Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Good morning. How are we? We all good? That's good. Morning, Maron. How are you? Cool. Alrighty. So let's get to it. Had a move already. So drived up like 70 odd pips. Back off some retail sales coming out at 7 o'clock. GDP forecast for German. Wasn't on Forex Factory. So you can see, oh no, there was, sorry. It was yellow folder. Import prices, retail sales, good old yellow folder. But on other resources, it's a bit more higher impact. But we can see that what's happened is, you know, we've had quite some little move pushing up now. No, I didn't catch any of this. So I was just busy putting the lines together. Yeah, I'm not really that keen on getting them too early. It's not something that usually can be held that well. I find a lot of this move is you're anticipating how it's going to close with less information. When it does work out in your favor, yeah, it's excellent. But then you've still got that sort of risk of what's happening. Good man, how are you? Yeah, I mean, this is way before me. Anyway, this first hour, by the time it was up here, this candle, this one here, pushing up, that was the one that, yeah, exactly. That's the Frankfurt Open. So it already moved so far. So I thought I was just going to make a plan of attack. Let's start. I've got some ideas here already. I'm quite keen for us to take out this high over here and push up. Quite keen for it to take out this area to keep pushing up. I really like this blue zone. I finally removed that little, I had a green, you might recall, I had a green zone across here. I finally removed that because now price is really starting to chop through it without any hesitation. So that's gone now. So we'll start the weekly and I'll show you what I'm liking. Okay, so zoom right in here. Okay, so zoomed out a bit. You can see all the way back to like 2021, May. Can you see these wicks? Like wick here, wick here, wick here, wick here, wick here. So we know this is a sensitive zone, Really, really, really sensitive zone. So with these wick rejections all up here, I'll go to the daily and show you what that looks like as well. And it just makes sense that now that we're in this area, when you've got price doing something like, let me just clean some of this up. When you've got price doing something like this, and we are ranging, and we've kind of got like highs and lows that we can like the look of. A lot of the time, there's going to be the better liquidity is going to be above these highs or above these lows. So if we're trying to plan trades, like say around like this high or this high, a lot of the time price might give you like a clue, or it might be pushing up the next one, giving you a clue, and you think you're in a good position and it sweeps you. So these can be, you might have a term for like weak high or strong high, but really it's just consolidation. From a liquidity point of view, what's nicer is sort of using higher time. We know higher time frames are more reliable for price action. Like if you see like, we know the lower time frames make up the higher time frames, but we know the higher time frames can be a higher quality signal where liquidity is lying. So we've seen price sort of push down quite rapidly in the last bunch of weeks, the last 5-6 weeks, and we're approaching areas that hadn't been retested for like 7 months since March this year. Down in this wick here was March. Now, so much time has gone by that these levels, you know, they're quite a lot of liquidity sitting in here because there had to have been a lot of liquidity to push price up for so long. And now as we come back down to these areas, these are going to be like little bumps in the road and areas we can find reactions from. The way that Friday closed last week and then Monday, yesterday, started coming back in on itself, we don't really have, because this Friday candle swept a lot of this liquidity, Monday, as we were coming back on itself, you can't have the same higher time frame zones that you're looking at because it's all like recent time frames, recent price action that's been taken. So now you're just looking for, like, it can be a little bit less obvious what we're looking for. But, you know, now that if we can get back up a little bit higher on this daily candle, we're going to have this really high, like, you know, this area here has proved very problematic in the past 2 years. You thought every 0.25% are good levels to look, every quarter. Probably, yeah. Okay, so let's go to the daily. And then, last day of the month as well. This monthly candle's coming to a close. So let's actually quickly look at that while we're up these high time frames. So monthly candle, I can't see it like changing much than this. It's going to close like a bearish monthly candle. But it is the last day of the month as well, so be very careful with this one. We're going to get a new monthly key level, which will be cool. It's kind of in a zone that we haven't got many monthly key levels. So that's at least nice because you can see like we've got heaps of thick black lines, which these are all the monthly closes, but we haven't really got anything inside of this section. So we probably will have one there now, which is nice. Okay, looking at the daily, I'm keeping an eye on price action because I want to try to predict what this 30-minute candle is going to close like. Daily, here we go. So you can see, again, just if I cast your eyes, get you to focus on the blue bit, you can see how I've got plenty of rejections along here. So that's where I'm thinking, kind of thinking that's a safe area to look for a reaction. Oops, what have I moved? Something from January. Leave that there untouched. I don't know. I'm gonna break something, but yeah, don't you reckon that, like, if we're going to just say where's a high quality area for a reaction, if we can get price action to react at a zone, it's this one. This is looking really quality. So because we're close to it, I'm kind of leaning towards just sticking to that. So what would that look like then? It would look like this blue bit. I'll go to the 30-minute and then we'll go back up again. you see that we're in a range. You can see we've been ranging for a lot of the time in this area. And now we're starting to get like some weak highs, strong highs, or fake outs above and below. Okay. We've been in the zone now since, like, we've been out of it, but we've been operating inside of it a lot for this last, like, late October. This is a double top over here yesterday, where London session, like, it's pretty, like, when I closed the stream yesterday, just said, that was a price action you got for the rest of that London session till New York kicked in. So I'm glad I avoided that. If price can sweep this high, and then like attack this high, I've got a lovely no wick candle inside of here before we had that gap down. Price will have pushed up from this Asian low to that area, like 130 pips. So that's a beautiful range as well, having gone on that far. You can see them all, How often do we get a range bigger than that before we have some sort of reaction? So if we can just pop up there, I'd love to see price action to push back down. I'd love to see that, especially if we leave these lows without taking the Asian low. And if I zoom right in over here, just to add to this, we had the pre-London session Asian sort of close kick off, very minimal wick. So there's all the chance in the world we can sweep this low. We just need to see price pushing up and up and up, create this trend line liquidity, give us price action that we like at the area we like, and then look to sweep it all. The trolls are here early. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Alrighty, so let's go. Def goes for liquidity up there, equal lows, etc. Yeah. Okay. Daily, what do we got? 6 hours. Going to look at something for you guys. So, 8 hours. That's 8 hours. So I'm just keeping an eye on this 8 hour candle as well. Okay, so this one here was a little doji high, doji low. Okay, so right now you can see like we are inside of this range. Hey, Rob. So I'm not really keen to take any sort of reversals from this high yet, unless the trump card for seeing something at this high would be how this 30-minute candle pre-London is going to close. But we've still got like another 17 minutes on that one. 6 hours, just ranging. 4 hours, it's in this range. So it really has nothing to do inside of this area. Any trades inside of here, you can be chopped up pretty quickly. Anything that looks beautiful, you're inside the range. You gotta understand that. Okay, 3 hour. We've taken the Asian high. Okay, we've still got that Asian low. Haven't swept that. New York session, we ended up just getting stuck at this little range. 2 hours. Man, these guys are demanding today. Just telling me what to do and telling me I don't know how to trade. I think someone's going to go in the timeout corner. Oh yeah, ignore them. They're on a different stream. Okay, so 2 hours, got a little doji. We've got the double top that's up here. Okay, so we want to see this liquidity swept because it's not really a resistance just yet. We almost got a resistance formed here in London. I'll show you. Let's go to 1 hour. We've got Asian session starting with the doji low. So all this liquidity want to be swept. And I really just want to trade off the higher quality areas. Okay, so 45 minutes. This is when we're starting to see a little bit more detail into this range from London high. So we've got a rejection wick, lower highs, little doji, liquidity candle, bigger liquidity candle, sweeping that high, pretty much exactly the same height. So it's like a double top now, not really like a resistance formed. Okay. Then we've got, so this area looks like it's going to be swept, doesn't it? And this would be a normal natural high. I think people could, if they see reversal patterns around here, might execute on them, but we might see a sweep first. So that's what I've got. That's what's led to the formation of these ideas. I got a 30-minute. Got a little gap. We've got no wick candle. So we've got little bits of imbalances starting to form. We have this whole area. This is what you're talking about, wasn't it, Maron? You're going for the order block, or you're looking for this one, lower one? Okay. All right. Then we've got, other than that, there's not a whole lot to see. Like I'm hesitant to really read into any of these things, these areas, because we are in the range. We've got like a little tiny resistance created over here. Okay, a little rejection wick, another rejection wick, followed by a price push down. Then we can close the above. Then, so that has created like a little resistance, but again, you're in the middle of a range right here. So I really want to see how this 30-minute candle is going to form. So this is the first 15 minutes, and now we're waiting to see how this 15-minute candle is going to form. If we can actually get a bearish 30-minute candle, say this 30-minute candle in the next, like, say 6, 7, 8 minutes starts really pushing down and closing something like this, then I do think we could get wick up and then retrace a lot of this move to take this Asian low. If that's the case, then you've got clean candles here, and I do think that's possible for a sell, for a quick sell pushing down, because you've got enough range. You've got like 50 pips to the downside. Ideally, if we get that clean move and don't execute on that move, what I'm looking for is price to react from either this little gray area, or we've got the gap from the weekly that was still left. Like, this would be a clean candle pushing up. And we do have like negative numbers coming out of Germany from Q3 and also retail sales. So that would lead the ECB to not be thinking too, like, Christine Lagarde's coming out, and she's been a bit dovish as well. So that could be leading to rates being held. And whilst we've sold off so much with these rates being held for, I think, next week's meeting, as price pushes down into these low areas, this is like where war escalation fears and safe haven flows drove price down. So as those orders unwind, and at such a low price point that we've been quite low already for some time, we've got plenty of liquidity left above. So I can see us getting reactions from this zone to unwind and give us like a daily bullish close. And then the next month, continuing bad data, we've got a wick to fill on the monthly and weekly charts. So because we're on a range, it's not entirely like it's messy inside of here. But these are my areas, and that's the reasonings. So looking for, like, see if we can get clean moves down, potentially pushing up from here, clean move up to this lovely area. Just look for a short-term reaction. Okay, maybe back down from this area, back down to the Asian high. If we're clearing this whole area, we do have some clean candles up here. If we can break through this wick, taking like the second break, back up, trading up to this next green zone. Okie dokie. How's that sound, guys? You guys have other ideas? What was that? Yeah. So what I want to see is we've got prices pushed up on the 30-minute. We've created a little resistance, come down, create a little support. We've got a rejection wick, a little tiny gap in price as well, retesting this wick. If we can get something closing below this support, then I think there's a very good chance this 30 minutes going to close bearish. Then the opening volume from London likely will push down. So then we could even maybe get like a 30 pip scalp. We've got no wick, no wick, no wick. So all of this area looks like a clean move, hey? Like if we can be breaking into this area, I can really see this just being clean candles and ripping down. So the first breakout idea would be, I'm waiting to see how this one's forming. I just need a little bit more data to see if this support's holding or we're just creating a higher low. If creating a higher low, I'm not going to execute on any buys because there's too much New York high, London high, than this zone. I'd rather just wait for it to be trading off that zone. And if that's the case, here we've only got 15 pips space, and then above that you got like another 15 pips, then you got another 15 pips, and yeah, I just don't want to trade into that. It's not my could work, but it's not my idea today. All right, if you guys give the stream a little bit of like, that'd be nice as well. While we've got a chance, we've got 8 minutes before they're open. Would appreciate that. Done. Thanks, Al. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, not working for you, Simon. I wonder why. Do you think it's your computer, or think it's it just doesn't like Zoom? Was it because you got the other computer works, doesn't it? Hey Tim, how are you, mate? You don't think it's my end, or is it my end? Let me know the others. We'll try to sort it out after the stream. Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Ivan, Peter, George. Thanks very much. You might have to grab your little tablet. Oh yeah. I mean, Zoom's a bit of a hog as well, anyway. So sometimes it is helpful having Zoom on a different screen, a different computer. Hey, Nick fans, how are you? All right, let's go all chart view. Looking like this 30-minute is going to close bearish. So I think there's a good chance that we're going to come down here. Nice close in 3. 5 minutes, still got another minute to close to see if we can actually close below this little support. Yeah, indeed. And if this hour is showing like if this hour can actually flip and turn to like a rejection candle, you'd be looking to trade down. It's just little by little, the lower time frames unwinding that. Okay, let's see if we can just hold. hold under this area. Five-minute close, nice. The last 5 minutes before London. Nice clean candle over here to the left. Creating the resistance now up here as well. We've got this imbalance candle just here in the threes. Together, these two candles would be a liquidity candle together, combining that. To retest this wick on the open, break in the second break, I think you can see that down move. Hey, Jordan from Florida, how are you, mate? Okay, so that's what I'm kind of looking for, the way that this 30-minute candle is closing. Looking to see retrace a lot of this move. Don't really want to do a cowboy entry off of that. I think that would be a high risk, but high reward. So it's up to you. But the way this is closing, if it could like sort of break the little low a little bit, wick up, and then as it's starting to break that low again, anticipation would be anticipating this is going to happen. Confirmation, wait for it to close underneath and then look for the down. Somewhere in between anticipation and confirmation, as it's wicking up, sort of hesitating, flipping bearish, seeing sellers step in, you could try get in somewhere between this 14,740s, 14,750 area to minimize your risk, maximize your reward. But that's the kind of idea I'm planning for that one. That makes sense? Given how this 30 minutes closing, given the clean candles on the way up. But this first trade would be you got to secure. You got to secure. If you're more than 1-to-1 up, don't let it become a losing trade because it is choppy in this first bit of the London Open. Okay, 2 minutes. So if it can go and hold that second break back down, this second break could be worth it. Oh, you're getting Simon. There you go, mate. How are you? Yeah, Sunday. Then next week is the US. So the US session will get a little bit later for you. That's good. Yeah, that's what I was hoping that it would get a little bit easier time-wise for most people. For some people, it's definitely backwards. It's not as easy. Okay, here we go. 45. Be nice if it closes below this area. If it's closing back above it, it kind of sucks. I find indices cleaner than pairs. It's more of a predictable time and volume enters the market. Currencies can be a little bit more, little less predictable. Okay, so taking the no wick. Little push if it can flip. Okay, give this a go now. See if we can drive down. Hasn't taken the low of the 30-minute candle yet. But as soon as it can break that low, you can see that continuation. So second break is the best one. It's already taken the low, broke the low, little tiny pullback, taking that low a second time, closing underneath it, like on the lower time frames underneath this low. Then we can see that see some of these clean candles be revisited. There we go. Come on, London volume. Let's drop. Need one of these lower time frames to close under this little zone. Then you should be good. Good for that continuation down. Targeting somewhere inside of like these areas. More it hesitates, though, creating the support. If it keeps on creating support, then it's just not finding that selling continuation. Okay, looks like the 3 minutes going to close nice. Right, there we are. Beautiful. Cool. Yeah. So we've got to be a little bit careful in the 1 minutes. This area is structure. We can't deny that there is structure on the way up. Okay. So we're pushing into this little zone. So hopefully we can just break through it. But you should be up around, depending on where you got in, you should be up at least like 15 pips. There we are. Nice one. All right. So we're going to secure a little bit here so that I can keep my stop loss above this wick, and it's completely risk-free. Let's see if we can just drive down. Awesome. Cool. All right. Where's that guy that said I can't trade? Where is he? There you are. $7.31 is TP. So you took TP, have you, Maron? Where's 7.05? Down over here. Oh, there's that little gap. Took partial. Yeah, good idea. Awesome. Who's in this trade? You're in, Glenn. Nice one. Okay. Ivan's in, Jim's in, David's in, and he's in. Beautiful, guys. Awesome. See how this candle told you the truth? This 30-minute candle. The little wick up, breaking the low. Took a little bit to break it. Closed underneath. As soon as we got that closure, this candle closed. Nice little move down. Samir, 2 trades. Awesome. Marion, got it. Fantastic, guys. Put a W in the chat if you're in it. Tim, you're in it as well. Nice one. Oh, good. Sarah's in, Todd's in. Awesome. How was your journey back? Did you you saw that trains? Oh yeah, good one. Cool. Alrighty. Well, that was a nice simple one, huh? Oh, Tom, you just got it. Oh, you just got 40% for the month, Rob. Gosh, yeah, you went hard on the way back because up 20%, down when your wife was looking for handbags. Then it was like all the I fucked up. Oh, sorry, I messed up, guys. I messed up. I lost all my profits. Now you're 40% again. Awesome. Good job. Yeah, pure price action. Yeah, this is just price action in the range. Yeah, he said he won't be trading. I know. That's what I always hear. I'm done, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And one more sneaky trade. All right. Cool. All right. Well, there's the trade. So, don't let this become a losing trade, guys. This was fairly clean. We are at that area on the 5. Was it the 5? No, it wasn't the 5 minute. Where was that area inside of here that there was a little resistance inside of the Asian? Oh, on the not the 30. Oh, on the 15. Let me show you. This rejection wick and this rejection wick. So this area here, this is what we want to close underneath. If we can close underneath it, then we can go down to this little gap in price. But if this just turns around from here, you've got a 30 pip drop from London session, and this was very bullish. This was very bullish going up. So this could just be forming a higher low, but the candle told you that the second half of the 30-minute of the open Frankfurt candle, known volume is going to come in at 8 o'clock for London open. Usually, not always, but usually we follow that candle initially. But we are in a range. So don't forget we are in a range, and we've got much better, higher quality zones above the range and below the range. So what we're going to do is I think we can wait as well. See if we can plan some more trades after this one. Yeah. All right. So trading up, guys. Appreciate your viewership as well. If you guys definitely, if you want to find, obviously can see my channel. We'll do more of this. We'll do all the longer streams. Just got to search on YouTube for HaydosFx. But that was your trade that I'll give you guys for today. All right. And I'm going to continue on my channel, my guys, for longer. So trading up, people. I'll catch you later.